Hey, welcome to Q&A, where you ask your questions and I do my best to provide a theological, a biblical answer. As always, you can ask your questions on slido.com. Use the hashtag ALC22 and I will do my best to get to it. And if you've asked a question and I haven't answered it, it's not that I'm ignoring it. The chances are simply that I've already answered that question or a question very similar. So if you have a look on the playlist on YouTube, you can just scroll through and hopefully you'll find that question and you'll get my answer there. Well, this time around we've got a question which I don't know about you, but I've been asked in one form or another more times than I care to remember when I try and engage people with things of faith. So let's read the question and then we'll jump right in. So the question is this: how would you answer those who say that it's arrogant to say that Jesus is the only way to God? And as I say, I've been asked this, probably you have too. And you know, it's fundamental to Christian faith. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but by me. And no one gets into heaven except through me. And it's one of the exclusive claims, and it's fundamental to Christianity that we can't get right with God except through Christ. And then, of course, those outside Christianity, as if this is your question you've encountered, as many of us have, people say that's arrogant, how, you're setting yourself up above everybody else. All religions have truth. All religions are going to take you to God. And so when you get asked that, the question, or this is the question that's being asked, how do you respond? Well, this is how I try and respond if the person's asking the question in a way that invites a response. Sometimes it's an arrogant statement. They don't want a discussion. I just don't bother. But if they genuinely believe that all religions are the same, that all religions have different truths, but they all take us to the same place, then how I try and engage is by actually turning the question around and saying, why should all religions lead to God? And why should they all lead to God? Think about it. That's not how life works. If you think for a moment that you are in Europe, say, and you are, so let's say you are in Germany. If you jump in a car and jump on any road, will it take you to Rome? Could you jump on any road in any country and have it take you directly to Rome? And of course, the answer is no. You can get to Rome, but you've got to, you can't stay on that road. You've got to turn here, you've got to turn there, and everything else. And so my question then becomes, so in life, we know that not everything takes us to the same place. So why do we then assume that all religions are the same, that they're all going to take us to the same place? And the reason I start there is that generally I find that people make this claim, this statement, from one of two positions as a generalization. Either they are speaking out of arrogance, and really what they're trying to say is that, we all believe the same, there is no God, you can believe what you want, it doesn't really matter, or they're taking a position that is superior to the people of those different faiths, almost claiming that they know better than they do, that they know they have a perspective that transcends all religious belief, and there are many people like that. But most of the time I find that people making statements like, all religions are the same, are actually responding or asking out of ignorance. They are making assumptions about religions. I mean, heck, not even every religion believes the same things about God. Not even every religion believes in God. So, to say that they all leads to God, it just reveals that ignorance. I mean, I generally, think about Islam. Islam rejects Jesus as the Son of God, and yet that's fundamental to Christianity. So how can you say those two religions, let alone any others, are going to take you to the same place? So I begin by asking that question, and then invariably it exposes the ignorance. And so I would gently ask them, so tell me what you understand. What do you believe Hinduism is about? What do you believe that Islam is about? What do you believe Buddhism is about? And I ask them, and generally it exposes their ignorance. And if they are open to a genuine conversation, it can lead to an opportunity to talk about what Christians believe, what the Bible actually says, what Jesus actually said and why, what he did on the cross and why, and hopefully plant a seed. So does it work every time? No, because if people are coming from a position of arrogance, they don't want to enter into a conversation. If people are coming from a position of ignorance, you generally aren't going to win them in a short conversation. But hopefully you can plant the seeds to get them to begin to recognize actually all religions are different. They don't lead to the same thing. And you need to start evaluating the truth claims of each one if you actually do want to wind up in heaven with the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. So that's how I respond. I'd be interested to hear your comments, how you respond. Why don't you just post your thoughts in the comments below. But that's it for now. Until next time, God bless.